Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabansi, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And man, we got another crazy show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Now, for those of you who have been following this channel, you guys will know that I've been a huge proponent of Shannon Sharpe over the years. I really loved what he did with Skip Bayless on Undisputed when they first got together back, I think in 2015 or something like that. I'll probably say 2015. I liked the role that he played on that show. I thought he gave some insightful commentary. I liked some of his social positions when he was talking about larger issues. And I thought that he was very, very entertaining. And then about 2 years ago, I began to say, and the videos are there on the channel, I ain't got to sit up here and lie or front for anybody, that I think that Shannon Sharpe is about to make the most money he's ever made in his professional career in the next 5 years. I said it. There's shows out there me saying it because you could just see his star, right? He was naturally funny, charismatic, former NFL player. So he had credibility when discussing all of these issues. And then, you know, he just seemed like a likable guy that a lot of people can just flow with easily. And then at the top of this year, he broke the internet, and his profile just went to a totally different level with the Cat Williams interview. I think the individual interview has probably around 70 million views. The aggregate amount of views has to be at least 120 million views. Like it's just insane. And that interview took him into a completely different stratosphere. You know, he was everywhere, right? He was literally everywhere because I was following his Instagram at the time. But with that success also came some challenges, right? That interview, although it was very successful, the foundation of it was, you know, of Cat Williams voicing his grievances about other famous people. And then other famous people started pushing back, and, you know, they were like, that's messy. And then people were like, why didn't you stop him? And then Shannon kind of got caught up in the middle of it. And then Shannon started responding to different people, responding to various celebrities. At one point, he had a back and forth with Mace and others. And you could see that it was a lot for him, but he put on a brave face. And then at one point he was like, if you think I made $1 million off of this interview, double it. No, 500,000, double it. If you think I did $1 million, double it. If you think I did 2 million, double it. And people were like, yo, like Shannon is really, really getting to the bag, right? And as a huge supporter of his, and me here, who produced a lot of content about Shannon Sharpe, I started to see a bit of a shift in his personality, his delivery. He started to become a little bit arrogant, right? A little bit cocky. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, you have to have your defenses up, especially when he had the situation with Mike Epps and all of that. You know, and I'm like, you know, this Shannon is looking a little bit different to me, right? Looking a little bit different to me. Started kind of like going at people like I'm above you and all of that, like even with the recent situation with Cam going up. But then as time went on, I began to really question what was going on. And then we had the last debacle, which was the video or the audio of him, you know, that went viral of him doing what he was doing. And people like me at the time when that audio came out, I was totally confused. I was like, what's going on here? Right. And in the series of events that ensued afterwards, I was like, this is crazy. You know, first the person said, somebody wrote on his account that he got hacked, and then he said, no, we're going to go live. And then I saw a picture of his Instagram at the time of a bed with Shannon Sharpe's face on a phone and a little black thing at the corner of the bed. I was confused. I'm like, what is this? And then he went live to say, we got to address it. And in that live, at one point, there were 264,000 concurrent viewers. It was crazy. But at the beginning of the live, you could see that they were promoting this product that I saw on the bed. And I'm like, but I'm confused here. Like, what's going on? Why are they promoting this? And you could tell it was a pre-recorded ad. And then the show started, and then Shannon, who then started coming out saying that, you know, it was a mistake and all of this, but then he was bragging about it, but then he was promoting this sex product. And I'm like, what's going on here? Right. And then at that point, I quickly began to realize that Shannon Sharpe was taking us for a ride. I then texted Marcellus Wiley. I'm like, yo, man, I really used to look up to Shannon Sharpe, but this dude he turned himself into the Kim Kardashian in sports media. And I'm done. Like, I can't deal with it. So what happened? Today, I was actually watching a clip from O'Shea Duke's channel. Shout out to him. And I came across a clip and it said, Shannon Sharpe is crashing out. And I'm like, well, what happened now? What happened now? And I start watching this video, and then it starts going off about, she starts talking about, apparently Shannon Sharpe had some anti-black comments about black women that he posted on Twitter that had people going at him, and then to the point where he even had to issue a public apology. And I'm like, yo, what is even going on right now? So these are the comments that we want to get into. Before we even get into all of that, today's video is brought to you by a sponsor, Game Time. With only 4 months left until the end of the year, I look forward to creating special moments with family and friends by attending various theaters, shows, plays, and sporting events. And when it comes time for me to look for tickets, I absolutely love to use Game Time. Game Time is one of the most reliable marketplaces for last-minute tickets to the most popular events in sports, music, and theater in more than 60 cities across the United States and Canada. Game Time saves me money, time, and peace of mind, so I don't have to sort through thousands of tickets looking for the best prices or worry about whether or not if they're authentic or whether I'm going to receive them on time. Game Time Picks, one of my favorite Game Time tools, analyzes thousands of tickets for all of your favorite events near your location and finds you the best possible deal so you don't have to. For example, I'm looking forward to this upcoming concert at Madison Square Garden of one of my favorite composers, Hans Zimmer. Here I can select the all-in price to see the total ticket price up front, no hidden fees. And now I can sort through the best possible deals I can find. I can choose the cheapest deals, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. And if you're like me and always make plans at the last minute, you can grab tickets up to 90 minutes after the event has started. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let's get into this story. Okay, so it kicked off with this article here that I'm going to read from you guys. It's from Tribune.com. It says, Shannon Sharpe labeled anti-black for mocking black women's hair in fiery exchange. NFL Hall of Famer and ESPN analyst Shannon Sharpe is facing criticism after a heated exchange on X, formerly Twitter, in which he was accused of being anti-black. The controversy began when Sharpe discussed Caitlin Clark's rookie season on ESPN's First Take, defending her success while clarifying that praising Clark doesn't undermine the accomplishments of former WNBA legends like Candace Park or Lisa Leslie. A user on X took issue with Sharpe for allegedly focusing on Clark while ignoring the disrespect faced by other WNBA players, both current and past. In response, Shannon said, "That's your issue, not mine. I have no issue with anything I've said in regards to WNBA and its players past or present." The situation escalated when a black woman using the user account on Godly West sarcastically responded, "Oh, I'm sure you don't," to which Shannon Sharpe mockingly replied, "Don't you have another horse to rob of his hair?" Now I want to put up the tweets here. This comment sparked outrage, with many users accusing Sharpe of being anti-black for mocking this woman's hair. And I want to go through some of the tweets here. She said, "Why are you on my page? Don't you have another horse to rob his hair? Stop trying to kill my vibe." Then another post he wrote, "I've never tried." One person responded saying, you never beating the anti-black allegations." He said, "I never tried. Those that question me don't support me anyway, so why do I care what they think?" Then Sharpe continued to fight criticism by saying he doesn't care what people think about him, that he plays victim. And one person said, "Yeah, this ain't it, Unc. Since when was attacking black women on Twitter the move?" And then he said, "We don't play victim on social media." And then he said, "Clearly you don't follow me, but ask around. They'll tell you." And then he said, responding to a person that said, "Would never talk to a white woman like that. The disrespect to black women is wild." And then another person said, "You're really anti-black, and the way you talk about Lamar proves it." I'm supposed to referring to Lamar Jackson. And then some user also alleged that the woman Sharpe mocked was using rapper Meg Thee Stallion's profile, which seemingly confused him. And then he put up on his Twitter on the 26th, he wrote, September 25th, but he posted this on the 26th at 6 p.m. I will no longer respond to any negativity. It's not that serious for me. I've got kids, and I would be upset with them if they respond in this manner. This is beneath me. Y'all pray for me though. And then that's what Shannon Sharpe said. What are my thoughts on all of this? Bro, how did we even get here? How did we even get here? How did we even get here? I just don't understand what's going on. You know, I really, really, really do not understand what is going on right now. Right. And this article was published on the 26th. There's another article here from what's his website, Sportskeeda. It says, this is beneath me. Shannon Sharpe issues PSA after locking heads with critics accusing him of dissing Meg Thee Stallion. This was this month. And then Shannon Sharpe received some backlash, and then he just started going on and on and on. And then he wrote, I'm talking about a girl that tweeted me. Meg didn't tweet me. And then it started going off and off and off and on and on and on. Look, again, how do we get here? Like, how did we get here? How did we get here? Shannon has been using this line. He just used it again, saying, this is beneath me. He also used that line in reference to Cam and Mace, talking about all the people that are talking about me. I'm above them. This Shannon Sharpe is not the Shannon Sharpe I remember from 2015, 2016. Hell, this ain't the Shannon Sharpe I remember when he left Undisputed. I remember the interview he did with Stephen A. Smith, the first one before he went on. They were arguing about LeBron versus Jordan and all of that. And Shannon Sharpe was so grateful. He was so humble. You know, thanks for the opportunity, man. And you could see and to the point where I was like, man, why are you being so humble? You don't know who you are. You Shannon Sharpe and all of that. But that Shannon seems to be long gone. It seems to be long gone. He's a totally different dude right now, man. You saw the way he was talking to Chad Johnson. I'm like, yo, if you feel this way about your partner, about him being tardy and all of that, address him off the camera. Like, yo, what are we doing? Why are you addressing this dude in a public forum like this to try to embarrass the man? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And I gotta say it because it just popped up in the back of my mind, man. Some of this reeks of Stephen A. Smith, man. It just really does. This kind of grimy, like it just reeks of it. But the thing is, Stephen A. Smith can kind of get away with it. He gets away with it because people know that's how he is. Like he's arrogant, but he gets away with it. But I don't think it works for Shannon. I don't think it does. You know, and then he had the thing with the video, and then he went out there and said, "Oh, you know, it's why would I jeopardize 170 million, $200 million? Why would I look?" We did a test here at Dreamers Pro. We have an Instagram account, and I was like, I want to see if I can go live, and Marco, my business partner, let's see if he can shut off my live while I'm live. So what did I do? I did a test. I put my phone down and I went on live, my Dreamers Pro account. And I was like, okay, try to access it and see if you can shut it down. Do you know what he said? He said I couldn't shut it down. Well, Shannon said he was live and then his business partner shut it down. Bro, it's incredible what is going on with Shannon Sharpe, man. Incredible. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comments about this story, man. And we'll catch y'all on the next show, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace.